Yeah, we back. We back. I did not know we were coming back, but we back. We back. What's up? What's good? What's popping? Cracking, percolating really good in the hood. Man, Theo Butler. What's going on? Black Panther, you already in here. What is going on? What is going on? I did not think we were coming back so soon. I did not. But I saw something. And I said, well, you know what? What we not finna do is we not finna do that. We not finna do that. So first of all, shout out to Emmanuel No Set. Yeah, shout out to him. And y'all like, Theo, E-Man? Yeah, E-Man. Theo, you don't talk to E-Man like that. I know. We don't. He's still a black content creator. Let me tell you how I get down. I'm like this. Me and you can be having issues with one another all damn day, every day, twice on Sunday. We can't. We in the family, whether we talking or not. We in the family. But then can't nobody else come from left field and say nothing to you. Now I get defensive then, especially when I know who you are. You try and be understanding. You try and be nice, and you try and be cordial to people. And people just want to act damn indignant. That's when I got to come off the top rope, right? And I don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing it. Let's go all the way back to when Grace from Behind the Trailer Park News had her slick stuff to say. He felt, okay, well, I came off the top rope. Well, I don't want to necessarily say this is me coming off the top rope, because I've gotten older. Normally I would come off the top rope, no problem. I've gotten older. So this is me saying, hey, can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? So E-Man did and I'm pretty sure if you rock with E-Man, you saw it. He did a video in regards to people need to stop all that talk, which is absolutely the truth. That nobody can replace Chadwick Boseman. That has been the biggest. You can't replace Chadwick Boseman as a human, as a person. And I don't think anybody ever suggested that, because that would be just damn stupid. But actors, it's a job. It is a job, and we're not looking for somebody to do a one-for-one. That ain't what we're doing. We're not looking for them to do the same thing Chadwick Boseman. We're never looking for that. So, of course, E-Man lays it out there, does his due diligence, puts it out there. In Reality Comics, now I didn't listen to E-Man's video. But Reality Comics says, but Nicholson didn't die. Better analogy, Leto following Ledger. Hold on, because my cat wants to be a star of the video today. We can't do that. See, if you would just be quiet, we'd be able to, no, you be coming in here, and I be thinking you're going to be chilling and everything. You don't chill. You don't chill. You come in here, you be wanting to take over the show and everything. Be rude. Say, at the very least, say hello to the folks. Say hello. There you go. All right, come on. My apologies. The avatar of Bash. Yes, Khonshu, that's an inside joke. The avatar of Bash did not want to be silent. Hold on, Nico. Hold on. So yeah, Big Jermaine, what's going on? What's going on, Big Jermaine? Groovy Fee in the building. Big Jermaine in the building. What is going on? So, going back to what the Reality Comics said, but Nicholson didn't die. Better analogy, Leto followed Ledger. While fans understand Leto got a beating from fandom and critics, he did. Not simply because Ledger's performance left a lasting impression, it did, but because Leto's skater punk Euro trash Joker was just very poorly conceived. It was. Actors may not. So see how I ain't disagreed. Right? So I say, okay, because what I like to do is I like to go familiarize myself with the person. So I go to their profile, and this conversation is taking place on Twitter, X, if you will. And I see what appears to be some original artwork. And when I say original artwork, they drew it themselves. And if that's the case, they're immensely talented. Reality Comics is immensely talented. I I don't see what I would consider to be DC or Marvel, i.e. traditional heroes, nothing there. And I do see where the person is pro LGBTQ, trans rights, abortion rights. And I say to myself, damn, hold on. I said to myself, I say, we got something in common. Because I'm like, well, I got my version of the Midnight Angels right here. One would be Io and the other would be Anika. Y'all know how I feel about them characters, right? Right. Cool. So I'm like, okay. LGBTQ rights. I'm picking that up. All right. Trans rights. Okay, cool. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Abortion rights. Hey, come on now. So there's some commonality there. There's some commonality there. See, we agree on a lot of stuff, right? Right. It's just on this one thing. It's just on this one thing. And so, without going into listening to E-Man's video, because that is E-Man's video, I don't believe I had to get the gist of it. Essentially, Chadwick Boseman is not the only person that can play T'Challa. This person, Reality Comics, their thing is, we'll give a different example. Okay, well, how about this one? And you have to be open-minded. So, E-Man gave you what he gave you. E-Man is only so old. No shame there. I'm a little bit older. Born in 1968. So when it comes to recasting T'Challa, it's a fictional character. And you know something about fictional characters because I believe you have Baraka, whatever the name is from Street Fighter on your profile picture. Okay. All right. So Superman. Because I like that one. How many times has that character been recast? The character. How many times? Because I saw George Reeves play Superman. I did. He passed away. And then I saw Christopher Reeves pick up the role of Superman. I did. And while Christopher Reeves was portraying Superman in the movie theater, Dean Cain was portraying Superman on TV. Clark Kent, Kal-El. Not only that, but contrary to Reality Comics, right? Reality Comics, Barry Allen. Oh no. Not Grant Gustin. Not him. No, not him. I'm talking about the dude that played Barry Allen back when I was in the Marine Corps in the 80s. See, we talking about recasting a role. Stay right there. We'll get to the passing of the actor later on, but we're talking about the recasting of a role. No, Wesley Shipp, if I'm not mistaken, played the role of Barry Allen back in the early 80s, late 80s, if you will. Right, because I joined the Marine Corps 87. Yeah, he played it. And you know that dude is still living to the point where he could come forward and play the Silver Age Barry Allen in today's show with Grant Gustin. Yeah, that's crazy. You would love to get something like, watch this. If he would have lived long enough, God rest his soul, it would have been an amazing thing to get a Black Panther story in the future, our children, grandchildren, where Chadwick Boseman actually played Azuri, or Chadwick Boseman was actually able to come back and play T'Challa, the father of T'Challa. We're not going to get that because he's passed away. We're not going to get that because we decided to delete the character along with the actor's passing. Damn shame. Anyway, stay with me here. So we got that going on. But if we just want to fast forward, because mind you, there have been how many actors have played Superman? We talk about passing. Here we go. You remember when Christopher Reeve, unfortunate horseback riding accident? I want to tell you it was about 15 years all told before we got Henry Cavill as Superman. 15 years, 5 years if you take his passing into consideration. Yeah, 5 years after he passed, we got a Superman. Now, mind you, stay with me here, Reality Comics, you deal in reality and comics. Henry Cavill actually portrayed the same Superman. That's the same universe. Same Superman. Now, the type of love and admiration, compassion they had for that character had a child with Lois, but Lois was married. Some stereotypes here that we're looking at too when it comes to certain things. Yeah, see, there's some stuff that E-Man might have missed telling you. I'm gonna tell you. See, Lois was married. The son, he had two dads. Two. They both lived, by the way. This mom, two dads. That's you know, I got a show called Co-Parenting. You know what I'm saying? Co-Parenting 101. That's what they was doing. We didn't, you see that image? You see that love? See that representation right there? Well, none of that in Black Panther 2. But stay with me here. Keep right on going. So, well, we did not kill off the character with the actor. We didn't do that. No, we actually recast that very same character with another actor. And I don't think folks missed a beat. Did you watch it? Were you upset about Henry Cavill's acting, or were you upset about the writing of the story? Because I get it if you had a problem with the story, but Henry Cavill wasn't a bad Superman. He was not. As a matter of fact, I guess he was good enough to come back and be what? Batman versus Superman? Justice League? He could do it, right? Okay, cool. But stay with me here. This whole passing thing. You know, somebody that I consider to be a magnificent actor passed away too soon. Paul Walker. Paul Walker. You know what role he was, I want to say, mostly famous for? I prefer Brick Mansion. I prefer Brick Mansion. But no, it's the Fast and Furious movies. His character. Brian O'Connor. You know Paul Walker passed away, right? Right. And while we're not suggesting that Kevin Bozeman or Derek Bozeman come fill in for their brother Chadwick Boseman, like Paul Walker's brothers did, you know Brian O'Connor, the fictional character, because you say you didn't get that. You say you didn't understand. It was a whole bunch of rambling going on. It's rambling if you're not trying to understand it. But Paul Walker, the actor, passed away. You want to talk about side-by-side comparisons? He passed away while they were filming. Chadwick passed away while they were home. That cast and crew had to attend the funeral, came right back. They ceased production. They ceased production. They went. And in the process of that cast and crew mourning, they started production right back up again. And what they did not do was they didn't kill off the character with the actor. Now, mind you, recast T'Challa, Emmanuel no set. He says he's the father. I know what John Campea says. I know what John Campea said. I got it from E-Man first. So I got to go with first. So E-Man, the father of recast T'Challa, what we said was don't kill the character off. Simple enough request. Don't kill off the character. Now, mind you, quite a few of us did not get mentioned in this crazy. My brother D-Real and I, we gave quite a few ways in which you could not kill off the character, i.e. similar to what they did with Brian O'Connor, not kill off the character, except they wrote that. They came up with that on the spot. There are too many damn scenarios in the comics where there was no reason to kill off T'Challa. Deadliest Species being the easiest one to adapt, especially since they damn near, Deadliest of the Species, Doom War, Avengers versus X-Men. Yeah, if you are a comic book fan, you know damn good and well where they got the storyline for Black Panther 2, which made it complete and utter bull crap for them to kill off T'Challa. No, they could have put T'Challa in the stasis chamber. All recast T'Challa said was, do not kill him off. And if you are a Superman fan, you can relate to that. If you are a Fast and the Furious fan, you can relate to that. You might be choosing not to by practicing cognitive dissonance, but hey, I like it. Let's go. You want to practice cognitive dissonance? Okay. Marvel Studios, let's stay right there. Chadwick Boseman passed? Oh, that's a shame. William Hurt passed. Okay, we finna really do this side by side. Well, Shorty's still alive, and she's been a Black Panther. You are absolutely right. You know who else is still alive? Not just the actress, but the character. Liv Tyler, Betty Ross. You know, Red She-Hulk. Yeah. Yeah, we got a female Black Panther and we got a female Red Hulk. No shit. Look at that. And guess what? We could have done the same thing we did with Shorty. We didn't need Thunderbolt Ross for this. Why did we need to write the story like this? Aside from the fact that Thunderbolt Ross is not a Sam Wilson villain. Neither is Red She-Hulk. But if the reasoning and the justification for using the female character, because the female character has also been to a degree the male character, then there you go. What we doing now? We gonna still move this goalpost? Or can we just say, you don't give a damn about none of that, what I just said, and that's fair. You don't give two damns about what I just said. Which is crazy, because remember I said we got more in common than a little bit. I will try and understand where you're coming from. Abortion rights. I'm a heterosexual male. I ain't no woman. Trans. I came in the world as a man. I'm not a trans. LGBTQ rights. I'm neither of those letters. I'm a heterosexual male. And yet I will go above and beyond to understand where you're coming from. You didn't give that back to E-Man. You didn't. That's a shame. Or as I like to say, that's disappointing. Then when I gave out all those fine examples to you, you chose to say I was rambling. That was you being disingenuous. I wasn't rambling. I was stating facts. But since you wanted to say I was rambling, and I understand characters are limited on Twitter, I decided to @ you personally. I did. And I wanted you to know, explain it to you, because E-Man might not be able to articulate it to you like that. He might not. I'm not looking for him to. But he ain't out here by himself. He never has been. So when you speak to him going forward, or any other content provider going forward, give them the due diligence you would want yourself. Listen and try and understand. Don't be so closed-minded, because that's honestly not what you would want somebody to do to you. Based on your bio, and I know you care. You're a person, we all care, so don't say I don't give two damns. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You were wrong. You were wrong. Chadwick Boseman is a phenomenal actor. He is. His presence is still felt. You see his picture over my shoulder? Yeah, his presence is still felt. For some of us, Black Panther is not his best movie. It's not. It ain't. Some of us actually believe in what he said, that if you were truly a Chadwick Boseman fan and you understood what he was about, you wouldn't be trying to shut people down when it comes to somebody else playing the role of T'Challa. No, because you would know who Chadwick Boseman was, or at the very least what he stood for as a man. You would research what he stood for as a person, and you would know what he stood for unequivocally, unapologetically, was Black imagery, Black representation, and Black love. You would not be so quick to shut the door to another actor. Neither would that whole damn cast and crew, to be perfectly honest with you. And everything I'm telling you, you can research on your own. It's whether or not you choose to do it. You should be able to, though, because based on your bio, you're a pretty intelligent person. You are. So keep being intelligent. That's what I'm gonna ask you to do. Keep being intelligent. Don't be closed-minded. Don't be ignorant. Well, you can be ignorant, but be willing to do something about it. And don't speak from a higher place like you know, because you don't. You don't. I'm gonna keep up with these notes, but I hope you receive this video the way it was intended. Education, knowledge, being passed. I hope that's what you got. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. What's going on? Recasting child is going to happen. Keep faith. Here's what I would tell you about that Lawrence report: faith plus work. I'm a God-fearing man. Faith plus work. It's not enough to have faith. You got to put work in. And the way to put the work in is to keep applying pressure. And the way you keep applying pressure is by not giving energy to any rumor. No, what you want, Mr. Lawrence Report, and I would hope this for any Black content provider, what you want to be able to do one day on your channel is come forth and say Kevin Feige walked to the stage. That would be the video beyond videos that every Black content provider that's a member of Recast T'Challa, that should be the video that we blowing up, putting all our time and effort to, breaking down, doing all this rumor stuff. This rumor stuff to me is to keep you from being focused on what's going on in Captain America 4. Why is Sam doing stuff with T'Challa's abilities? Why is Sam even having access to Wakanda like that, where every comic book fan knows the only reason why Sam flies is because of T'Challa? Why are they in Captain America 4 still taking away from T'Challa to give to everybody else? See, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at that right there. I'm looking at the fact that when it comes to Anthony Mackie as a lead actor, he still has a lie sitting out there with an interview in regarding Jamel Hill. I did not forget. What you not finna do is get me hyped up about this damn rumor over here and try and pass that synergy off for me to give you a break, cut you some slack, and go entertain Captain America 4. I'm not entertaining Captain America 4. No how, no damn way. You better make that right. You lied, and I'm talking about Anthony Mackie, not once, but twice during the same damn interview. Jamel Hill, as incredibly talented as she is as a journalist, she still ain't spent the block on that yet. Anthony Mackie, who needs Black women to ride hard for him, still ain't made it right with Black women yet. And he gave him their ass to kiss and went running to a cable show with 5 or 6 other dudes that did not look like any of us to explain his side. He didn't go to no. That movie coming out in February, I'm not gonna be distracted. I'm not, because we ain't get here by being distracted. We ain't gonna finish the finish. We ain't gonna cross the finish line by being distracted. So any of my brothers and sisters that's reaching out to me in regards to a rumor, I got nothing for you, because this didn't start with a rumor. And that's what I would say to all of y'all brothers and sisters out there that are content providers. Take that and run with that. This did not start with a rumor. This started with him coming to the stage. Demand that same energy. Go tell the world you don't give a damn about a rumor. Go tell the world you don't care. What you want are facts, hard, cold facts. What you want, what you demand is he come back to the stage. He ain't gonna do that. Don't talk about that. Or at the very least, I ain't. That said, in regards to understanding, recasting a role, T'Challa, I hope I've been abundantly clear in regards to that. I hope there's no more confusion. I hope folks don't have to over-explain it anymore. Not supporting the not at all. Most of the people that's against don't even read comics, don't understand who the character is and what he means at all. At all. I'm back. What's going on with you seeing way too many Black people against Recast T'Challa? It's kind of been that way. My whole thing is this: now that the rumor is out there, who's going to actually muster up the courage to pick up the torch? You know me, I'm not. It's a rumor. They call it a rumor for a reason. They call it a rumor for a reason. I'm not going to get caught up on that because it's just a rumor. I honestly think we're giving too much time and attention to it. Nobody has to send out their feelers to know how the community feels. You're not going to tell me a billion-dollar giant like Marvel Studios doesn't have access to the message boards. No, they know what's out there. They know what's out there on the comic book side. They know what's out there on the social media side. So I'm not gonna play dumb. I'm not gonna do that. If you're a multi-billion-dollar business and you don't have feelers out there regarding decisions you're going to make that may or may not make you money. Anyway. But in regards to Black Panther T'Challa, there's no reason for that. And we don't stop throwing stuff like that out there, because you didn't went to go see a damn Harry Potter movie, Lord of the Rings movie, Spartacus movie, and folks been recast all the damn time, and you ain't say nothing. You kept the party. You kept the party rolling. Matter of fact, you didn't watch Spider-Man get recast, and because it's a role. It's a role. You didn't watch Spider-Man get recast. I don't know how many damn times. Yeah, I know the actor's still alive, but why Nicholas Hammond ain't playing Spider-Man? If that's what we're doing, why Nicholas Hammond ain't playing Spider-Man? Why? Because I don't believe the dude that played Thor when I was in high school is gone. Why he not playing Thor? If that's what we're doing. Hell, I don't even want to act like that. This Charlie Cox is not our first Daredevil. Well, hell, why ain't the other dude playing Daredevil when I was in high school? He's still living. He's still living. He's still damn living. What did Wesley Snipes say? It's only been one blade. Is there only going to be one blade? Okay, well, let's keep that same energy then. These characters still out here living. Why we recast Reed Richards? What for? Ain't the actor that played him still living? Can't nobody do it like him, right? Ain't Jessica Alba. Didn't she play Sue Richards? Why she ain't get the role back? She's still living, ain't she? If this is what we're doing, see, if we not recasting, we not recasting under no circumstances. If we're gonna keep moving the goalposts, then we should never. And mind you, let me just go ahead and say that I believe both actors that played Steve Rogers back in the day when I was in high school, Red Brown, they still living. And since we got storylines involving Old Man Cap, why do we need Chris Evans? What do we need him for? I'm just asking a question. What hell, if I'm not mistaken, ain't Ben Affleck still living? What we need Charlie Cox for? Didn't Electra show up in Deadpool and Wolverine? What we recasting Electra for? What we need that for? It's either you cool with recasting or you not. Don't be no hypocrite. Don't be no hypocrite. You either cool with recasting or you not. Don't pick and choose when it's convenient. Because there are those of us living that's been here for a minute, and the only time we seem to have a problem with recasting, as a matter of fact, the only time we've had a problem with recasting a character was the one he played. Now that's the damn shame of it all right there. Generation X. I don't know. I can't speak for the rest of y'all, but Generation X, oh, we've never experienced anything like this. You not recasting the character? Oh, Generation X ain't never experienced nothing. No. And honestly, it's disingenuous for anybody that's Generation X to even act like that's what that is. No. I'm not. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. What's going on, Black Panther? What's going on, Buck? What's going on? Yeah, knowing Marvels wouldn't be surprised they do. I'm just saying we're not doing that. We're not. Blade was announced in 2019, 2025, still no Blade. They just want Black people to go see Marvel movies, wishing on a star, hoping T'Challa return. That's it. That's it. And why would that be? Oh, I don't know. Theo, no, well, we finna go to church. We finna have class. Okay. Well, Black folks spend the most money on nonsense in this country. That's an unfortunate demographic, but we outspend every other demographic on bullshit. Okay. You know what? I know you don't be wanting to hear this, but I know you don't. I know you don't want to hear it. You don't be wanting to get caught up in stuff like that. I know. Balin ain't Black. Balin ain't Black. And I'm gonna say it one more time, because Lawrence Report was in here. If he's still in here, I wish y'all that's got numbers and everything like that, I wish y'all would keep the main thing. Talk about that stuff that ain't gonna change. Talk about the hypocrisy between William Hurt and Chadwick Boseman. Talk about Red She-Hulk and Black Panther. talk about Betty Ross and Shorty, because that's the 1-for-1 right there. Then, damn the rumor. How about we draw all the light and attention to December 8th, 2020? Because I don't see all of us jumping on that and everything like that. Maybe some of the more popular folks, damn, sitting down doing an interview with Nate Moore, damn, doing an interview with Ryan Coogler. How about we talk to Derek about what Derek talked about on December 8th, 2020, and not ask him all this other stuff? No, talk about what he want to talk about, because he really do want to talk about it. How about that? How about that? Because I you know, hey, what did we say with Peter Parker? With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, quite a few people around here got a lot of power. And we ain't using our abilities wisely and everything like that. We sit up here talking about a rumor. I think it's safe to say. I think it's safe. This ain't a stretch. I think it's safe to say, because the rumor came out Tuesday. Here we go. I find this sad. I find this pathetic, but it speaks to us as a people. It's been way more of us talking about that damn rumor than we ever talked about Derek's interview on Urban Faith, December 8th, 2020. I want us to think about how much time we talking about a rumor. We ain't give Derek that much time. And quite a few of us consider ourselves to be God-fearing people. We ain't never give him that type of time. We did. I know, because I look at the interviews and everything like that. I search. I be seeing what's going on. We've never, as a Black Panther community, spent this much time talking about his interview on Urban Faith Magazine, December 8th, 2020. Never. Here it is, damn near a week later, and we still talking about a rumor. I can't get us to talk about him like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm ashamed that that's what we're doing, because it speaks to a higher problem within the community. Where we putting all our energy at? I've had more people ask me about the rumor than ever asked me about Urban Faith. I've never had somebody ask me, what did I think of his interview on Urban Faith? Never. But I've been asked what I think about this rumor. Which one you think I put more weight behind? And so now this me, I'm just asking the question. It ain't for me to answer, because it's rhetorical. It is absolutely rhetorical. Why you find yourself putting more weight behind a rumor than any damn thing Derek ever said? It ain't for me to answer. It ain't for me to answer at all. It ain't. I just find it real damn odd that folks that don't F with him like that, ain't really educating, talking about T'Challa like that. A rumor pop out of left field from no damn well that, mind you, ain't backed up by any credible sources whatsoever. It's just a rumor floating out there. I'm looking at how many damn content providers jumped on it. I mean, couldn't wait, jumped on it. And I'm looking at how many of us went along for the damn ride. Those numbers don't match anything in regard. I ain't never seen nobody get them type of numbers talking about what Derek Bozeman said. And that's the brother. We're talking about what a stranger said. A stranger that ain't got no connection to Marvel. We all chomping at the bit for what the stranger said, and we sit up there acting like, no, Derek don't even damn exist. That's an uncomfortable truth. It is. We couldn't wait to take that rumor and run with it in ways we never did run with that interview. And if you've been rocking with me, if you know about that interview, you kicking the bobo with other content providers. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Here we go. Did Emergency Awesome ever say anything to y'all about Derek Bozeman on Urban Faith? Did he ever say it? Did New Rock Stars ever say anything about it? John Campy. New Rock Stars. Heavy spoilers. Anybody else? While they got their videos out there with these nice little thumbnails and everything like that, you ever seen the thumbnail with them talking to Derek Bozeman? You ever seen them talk about the fact that Derek Bozeman said something? 9.6 thousand views. That's crazy. It's crazy for way too many damn reasons. But he ain't never heard nothing. A rumor. I'm gonna put this out there because I know this is trending. I ain't got nothing important to say other than the fact that it's a rumor. I ain't gonna keep it a buck. But I'm looking at you not keeping that same energy. Well, they ain't got to if we gonna enable them. And Blade is supposed to be released long before BP3 even production. That ain't gonna happen. It just seems like a big mess for us black folks. That's all. You're not wrong. Again, I believe in recast when I see it. That's it. Just shows people pay attention to what they want. Yeah, that's it. I hope rumors are true. I ain't, like I said, faith plus work. Late but still great. What's going on now? Tell them what's going on. Welcome, Brian and Katrina. What's going on? Also, what about Blade? How's Blade going to be pushed back while BP3 rumors are detracting? Here's what I would say to you. When Mahershala Ali came out, because I'll be looking at everything. When he came out and had accepted the role in Jurassic Park, the next movie, well, that movie come out in June. That movie come out this year. He got to promote this movie. I knew damn good and well right there, and I did a video on. I said, "Oh, this Blade done. Blade done." Now you ain't hear nobody say it because they gonna keep saying what they want to say. No, I want us to think about this. He's got to go shoot the movie, right? And he just started shooting. That's production. Okay. Then he's got to be available for reshoots, right? Right. He's under contract, by the way. He's under contract. Then he has to go promote the movie. You know, he got to go do his rounds and everything like that because you ain't got Mahershala Ali in your movie just to play a side role. No, he's going to play a significant part. He him right now. So he got to go promote the movie. Okay, well, that's him being on the talk show circuit. Okay, well, when that lead time for him to do Blade? When that, and mind you, based on how well his performance is received, he will have other offers on the table. Let's be mindful. One of the reasons why we don't have Blade is because he didn't like the script. Think about that for a second. He didn't like that script. Somebody come along and give him a script to Jurassic Park. He in love with it. He gone. Okay, well, I think Blade, and then I know there was a rumor out there and everything like that, but I think as writers, we have to be careful what we put in stuff because sometimes we be sending the message we don't want sent. There's only been one Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade. We saw stuff in the media that said that Wesley low-key was beefing with Mahershala. Wesley ain't want anybody else taking up the role of Blade. Some of that speculation come from that one line that's sitting right there in that damn movie. So you won't get Blade in 2025. And if his role is critically received, like I believe it will be, and he's got better offers on the table, you won't see Blade in 2026. And you know how Kevin Feige moved. Well, he felt intimidated by the Aquaman movie. That's why Namor was from Taloka. He felt intimidated by the special effects of Quicksilver in the Fox movies. That's why Quicksilver took a dirt nap. Well, Blade is a vampire movie. Lack of better terminology. But guess who has a vampire movie coming out this year? Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. All right. What's the likelihood of Kevin Feige, who has shown us that he gets, if somebody does something and it's successful, he don't want to touch it. Okay. Well, if that movie does well, Mr. Sexy Flexy, Michael B. Jordan is in it. I perceive him to, I believe there are going to be some scenes in there where he's not going to have a shirt on, at the very least a tank top on. Well, if that movie is critically received, what is the likelihood of Kevin Feige doing a Blade movie with an older black male who is not as sexy flexy as Michael B. Jordan? So, I don't think when it's all said and done that they did the Eternals movie. They gave you Agatha Harkness's miniseries, right? Well, what do we say? If you want to do something, you'll find a way to get it done. If you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, you'll find 1,000 excuses not to get it done. Well, I'm not going to say they found 1,000 excuses why they can't do Blade, but I'm going to say they're not far from it. They don't really want to do that damn movie. They don't really want to do that movie. People never even spoke on when Chad said any time was a good time, but listen, they gonna say what they want to just to push their number. Or his interview after Wakanda where Derek said he was okay with recasting. Like I said, I ain't even got to go that far. Katrina Richard Theo, it was Brandon Root playing Christopher Reeve Superman. The only correction, agree with you 100%. Henry Cavill was not. We have, you know what? You're right. My fault. Henry Cavill was next. Now we have David Coswell. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. It was Brandon Root. Same Superman. Yeah. You're right. That I was wrong. See, I can be wrong. So yeah, it was Brandon Root. Same Superman. So if we either good with recast or we're not. That's the thing that I want us to take away from it. We either good with a recast or not. If you've been good with a recast over here, you're gonna be perfectly fine with a recast over here. And I said it once, I say it again. Nobody is looking for the person that takes up the role to play T'Challa to be like Chadwick Boseman. Come on, man. As folks have alluded to on too many videos and podcasts and everything like that, how many damn James Bonds have we seen? And mind you, it's the same damn James Bond. And while we all got our favorite James Bonds, you know what we wanted more than anything else? The character. The character. Daniel Craig ain't nobody that came before him that played James Bond. He ain't. But you still got James Bond sitting right there. That matters. That matters. And I ain't trying, it matters to the point where a father or a mother could have a conversation about James Bond with their child, with their grandchild. Those moments are precious. My daughters are 7 years apart, and it was one Friday night, USA had it. House party. House party. My oldest turns 31 this year. My youngest, she turns 24. 7 years apart. I want to say this was like 2012, 2013. House party. Father, daughters enjoying that moment. Well, as you sit here right now as a Black Panther fan, tell me what moment you can have with your child. You got to tell me Black Panther, the movie. You can't go back. You can't. Where you going back? Where the live action at? Character been around since 1966. Hell, Wesley Snipes wanted to play the character. LL Cool J wanted to play the character. Well, what would we be saying if Wesley Snipes played the character? Nobody else could play the role. What would we be saying if James Todd Smith played the character? Nobody else could play the role. And why does that type of mindset only apply to this one particular character? December 8th, 2020. That's what I'm gonna say. December 8th, 2020. Urban Faith. You can Google it. It's on YouTube. The last 10 to 5 minutes. You sit there, you don't want to listen to the whole video. You want to know what's going on. You want to know why. That's why. That's why. And if you have any doubts about that, all you need to do, because you human, you've been living, just open up your eyes. This is a woke issue. It is. All you need to do is go back and think about stuff that has played out, came out regarding T'Challa, the recasting of the character since Chadwick Boseman passed. Don't none of it make sense. Don't none of it make sense. Don't none of it make sense. No, we've been practicing cognitive dissonance because the cast and crew black. We like this person. We like that person. We feel some type of way in regards to Chadwick Boseman. No, we want to talk about Cap. Reality comics. You want to say Cap? No, that's Cap. Because you can explain a lot of things to a lot of people. That's going to be nothing but a bunch of excuses. The rubber meets the road when we talk about Thunderbolt Ross. You can try and move the needle and say, well, Thunderbolt Ross has been an intricate part of. No, he's not. No, he ain't. Not to the point where that character couldn't have been, oh, with somebody else doing it. And watch this. This is how easy it is. Sam Wilson, Captain America issue 1. There's a Red Hulk in that comic book. It's a general. It is not Thunderbolt Ross. It's a dude. Look like Thunderbolt Ross and everything. Ain't not named Thunderbolt Ross at all. They replaced the damn character. Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine that. It ain't Thunderbolt Ross. That's the Red Hulk and Sam Wilson Captain. It was somebody else. A brand new made-up character. Yeah. Get rid of the role. Damn shame. That's a damn shame. Had a backyard barbecue with all the black superheroes in it. Not all of them, because some of them that was there shouldn't have been there, and some of them that should have been there weren't there. So anyway, we're gonna get on up out of here. Thank you so much, Miss Katrina, for popping in. Thank you so much. Y'all like what we got going on. Y'all definitely hit that like button. Definitely don't mind hit the subscribe button. We drop content all day. If you're a sports fan, me and my brother D-Real coming back at 7 o'clock today. We got some sports related topics we got to talk about and everything. Kenneth, there were little biracial girls who literally said how good it was to have a superhero that looked like their father. They look like they're about 7 years old. Yep. Yeah. I feel like this is a stunt pulled by Marvel to bring back their MCU fans. Yeah, you're not wrong. Listen, remember, it wasn't long when Denzel. Yeah, that's what it is. T'Challa for 2 powerful white kids wanted T'Challa Black Panther Halloween cop. We don't like talk about that because that's uncomfortable. But I could sprain my ankle. It's uncomfortable, but it's the truth. I got a sprained ankle. There was this episode on the TV show. Episode on the TV show on ABC where the white child came in dressed up as T'Challa for Halloween, and the teachers were taken aback. It's like, oh, well, that's real. Unless you got one of them, and I want to say it's not common. There are more people out there that don't have a problem with that than those that do. But there are those that do. But I want us to be mindful. Them same people had no problem with your child dressing up as Superman. Putting on the Clark Kent mask, with the eyes cut out. Yeah. They ain't had no problem with that. That's not a problem. Your child dressing up looking like Bruce, that ain't no problem. Your child looking like Spider-Man and that whole mask is covered, your whole face is covered, no problem. If you think some folks weren't bothered by their children when they got that ignorant behind mindset, because see, racism is taught. You're not born a racist, it's taught. If we thinking some folks that are inherent racist weren't put off by the fact that their child is wanting to play dress up like a black superhero, well, then that means we don't think Chadwick did his job. Because that's where they gravitated toward that character at, based on his performance in the MCU. So if we think that, then we don't think Chadwick was all that in a bag of chips. I'm just going, no, he was. He was. He absolutely was that dude. So yeah, your son, your daughter gonna walk in the movie theater and become infatuated with whatever character he portrays because he him. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at that. Don't forget to like. Please do. Like I said, if you haven't done so, please become a member of the Rock With Me Nation. It's all about rocking with those that rock with you. It's a safe space. We're not going to agree on all things over here. That's understood. We come out of different wombs. You got people that come out the same womb, disagree. So over here, laugh, fun, have a good time, learn some stuff while we at it and everything like that. Hero Z returns. To be honest, I don't. Do you know Miss Keita? I'm gonna say, do you know Miss Kent? Do you know any of the women in the Rock With Me Nation? Because they all feel the same way you do. Let me tell you. All I can say is you are not alone. I am here with you. Though you far away, I am here to say you are not alone. You're 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 not alone. What's going on, Big Byron? Our resident voice actor T'Challa, our resident voice actor Blade, our resident fan fiction live action T'Challa, our resident live action fan fiction Blade. Yes, Byron Smith. If you're not familiar with him, country music aficionado as well. If y'all not familiar with him, go check him out on Instagram. Him, his son, his dad, the videos they be doing over there, they absolutely hilarious. And hey, three generations. Three generations. And I tell Byron, and I've said this to Byron, I look at him, the relationship that he has with his dad, I didn't have it. The relationship that he has with his son, I don't have one. In a good way. In a good way. It's gonna sound wrong. In a good way, I'm jealous. In a good way, I'm envious. I admire that. And when we look at three generations of men, three generations of kings, Black imagery, Black representation, Black love, that's one of the things that it's all about. So if you are someone who, I just want us to think about that. Like, I'm not trying to bring up old stuff and everything, but Byron, that's powerful. That's powerful imagery right there. And I want us to start appreciating imagery like that, make it the norm, not be opposed to it, and not act like it's something you don't deserve. So I just, man, good, man, you, your family, mom too, beautiful mother and everything like that. Like, I want to act like it's about the men in the family. He has a beautiful mother and everything like that. And he look, that nuclear family, that right there. So shout out to y'all. Still gonna have to get out there one day And if nothing else, just keep the bobo with you and learn from you and everything like that. Diabolical RDC World gave an accurate happening. I saw that. Shout out to RDC World. I saw that video too. I was cracking up. I was cracking up. I was cracking up. And congratulations too. I think he was on the with the NBA. Him and the whole crew with the NBA. I love to see brothers, man, take that talent that God gave you, use it to the best of your abilities and everything like that. I love it. He's doing big things. I love the videos that they be. Their videos keep me smiling. I like jokes. I like laughter. Their videos, that is, as a matter of fact, if you are not familiar with RDC World, they've got videos over there where they do like playoffs on the Avengers and everything like that. It is absolutely hilarious. His LeBron James video. I like laughing. I don't know what to tell you. I like laughing. So anytime somebody can hit me with some stuff that's gonna make me laugh, forget about the troubles going on in the world, I'm with that right there. Hero returns. What you saying, Nazi? I agree. I think the Russo brothers should direct Black Panther 3. They did a really good job with T'Challa. They did. I had a dream premonition that Aldous Hodge takes the role of T'Challa. Faith without work. Faith without work. The only thing that I didn't like, Anansi, and you're absolutely right, the Russo brothers did do an incredible job. With T'Challa in Civil War. The only thing that I didn't like, and there was no, it is what it is. I didn't like the whole T'Chaka thing. I didn't like that. I'd already came into the movie as a Black Panther fan, scratching my head about Age of Ultron. And we gave it a pass, but those of us that are Black Panther fans, we know T'Challa was supposed to be the one that took Claw's arm, not Ultron. So we sitting up there watching Age of Ultron blow. And then we get Captain America Civil War. Now, this is where I think you can want to do right and still get it wrong if you're not aware of the culture. Say it one more time. This is when I think you can want to do something right and still get it wrong because you're not aware of the culture. You're not talking to anybody from the culture. You have the best intents, but you don't get it right. T'Chaka's death was supposed to be meaningful, impactful, a driving force. We played Footloose and Fancy Free with it. Essentially, T'Chaka was a victim of circumstance. That's not how that goes. No differently than Thomas and Martha weren't victims of circumstance. That was deliberate. That moment was profound in shaping who Bruce Wayne would later on become. Well, we know T'Chaka got deleted by Claw. Thus, the anger that T'Challa had in the Black Panther movie, the first one, didn't make sense. His anger would have made sense if Claw deleted T'Chaka. That's what they were trying to get you to have, understand his anger. They gave him the same anger in Black Panther as if Claw deleted his father. No, all Claw did was steal from Wakanda. So you made him a victim of circumstance. Then, like I said, you can have the best intentions but still get it wrong. The ending of the movie. Well, okay, well, T'Challa maimed Claw. That's why Claw missing an arm. Well, Zemo can't take off his mask. The actor is incredible and everything like that. I know Marvel got a penchant for folks wanting to take the mask off. That should tell you Dr. Doom, Robert Downey Jr., he ain't gonna spend too much time behind that metal mask. No, he gonna find a reason to convene to keep taking that damn thing off, which is crazy because Doom's mask is iconic. Well, Zemo, like Doom, his face is maimed. So it would have made perfect sense for T'Challa if you're not gonna have him delete Claw. He hasn't deleted Claw in the comic books, so he didn't have to delete Zemo. But he at least should have maimed Zemo. Claw got a tattoo, got branded for stealing from Wakanda. Zemo killed the king of Wakanda and gets nothing. That made no sense. So I got to keep it a buck. I got to keep it 100. I like what the Russo brothers did. Civil War, introducing T'Challa, his attitude, I don't care. You know, the presentation, him running and everything like that. You had that feeling sense in you that he was gonna delete Bucky. Well, I mean, that's real. Like that mindset should never go away. Like, no, he will delete you if he feel like he needs to. No. You finna get gone. Shorty like that too. I'm finna get you up out of here. So I feel like they had the best intentions with Captain America Civil War, but because they were not from the culture, and then that move made T'Challa look soft. And that's what I mean when I say they not from the culture. That's why so many of us, in my opinion, gravitated towards Eric, because Eric appeared to be that character that wouldn't take any nonsense. Eric was going to do whatever it took to do to get the mission accomplished. Well, this is our culture we're talking about. And I don't know anybody in our culture is going to let Zemo off like that. So you had those of us who did not know the character from the comics. All we knew were what we got from the MCU. And based on that, we think the character is soft. We don't think the character gonna bust a grape. That's false, but we couldn't tell folks nothing. How many folks said when Chadwick Boseman died, Eric should take the throne because Eric don't take no stuff? Well, that was based off of the presentation that they got of both characters in the movies. That was false. Eric is a homicidal maniac. We wanted Eric to be a sympathetic villain. T'Challa is the no-nonsense hero, no different than Bruce, except T'Challa will get you ghosts. But we didn't play that up. So it's one of them things that, like I said, I look at Civil War and I'm able to accept it for what it is. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm not. I'm so grateful that that was T'Challa's debut. I absolutely am. Once again, Chadwick Boseman did a magnificent job. And one of the things that might not be known from the movie, but that's when the whole Zosa thing started, is because when his father, the actor that plays T'Chaka, is about to pass, that moment right there, Chadwick Boseman understanding, at this moment, we wouldn't be speaking in English. We wouldn't be speaking in English. We're not, our country has never been conquered. He learned that actor's language. That actor ain't American. He learned the language so the scene could be real. He wasn't told to do that. He did graduate from Howard with a degree in directing. He did. But he wasn't told to do that. So I think that's one of those things with the Russos directing. He took that upon himself. Great movie. Great movie. One of my favorite MCU movies of all time. Not saying it's not. I'm not going to act like that. But I did spot some things in there that I think had they talked to someone who knew, someone from the culture that's also a Black Panther fan, those scenes would have been better. That's just me. Those scenes would have been better. Hey, Miss Keita, she don't like it. Listen, she don't want Ryan on the project either. There she goes. She don't want him on the project. How much of that was the Russos and how much of that was Feige, as he had his hands in the Avengers franchise to the point that even the Russos were tired? I have no idea. That's a great question. Still waiting for live action Casper Cole and T'Challa's other brother Hunter, the real White Wolf. You mean him? you mean him? Okay, all right. And him? Yeah, sir. Because we represent over here. We represent over here because we got to represent for the ladies too. We got to represent for the ladies too. We got to represent for the ladies too. We do. We oh Lord, can't have that. Shout out to my brother over there on Instagram. We got tired of waiting to get a Queen Mother Ramunda. So shout out to him. So yeah, we yeah. I try to tell people all the time, we got Wakanda at the house. So yeah, we I don't, we would have to have somebody like yourself that knew the comics. And as they've alluded to, they're not particular about necessarily hiring folks that know comics, that send out a red flag to them. They don't think folks that read comics would be able to make a movie that everybody could relate to. That's crazy, because I don't believe comic book fans only read comics. I'm pretty much, if a comic book fan is like myself, comic book fans pretty much read everything. If it's good, it's good. This is what that is. Because superheroes, that's fiction. I don't know if folks realize that or not. It's fiction, and a good fictional story is a good fictional story. So you could be a superhero fan, but let's be clear: we got gods, we got sorcerers, we got witches, and everything in superhero comics. So superhero fans are abreast of all genres. So I don't know why we feeling like a superhero fan couldn't, because we never use that logic in regards to anything else. We feel like anybody can write a superhero movie. Anybody can direct a superhero movie, but we do not feel like the superhero fan person can write nor direct a superhero movie for anybody else. That's crazy. Let alone for superhero fans. That's crazy. But anyway, never understood that logic. But yeah, we in here. How much is keeping up with the notes? All Ali wanted the Russos on Blade. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Let me see. Let me keep up with these notes. Till the day, wait a minute, what'd you say? Black Panther's movie was really about Eric Killmonger. It made T'Challa the bad guy. Definitely didn't make him the strong guy. Theo, yeah, they should have had T'Challa be the one to destroy Claw's arm. I think that would have done wonders for the character's perception. I think that would have said right then and there, the character was a badass. We'd be like, oh, he like that. That's what he doing, because that's our culture. We'd be like, oh, that would have been the talk of the town. Because folks unfamiliar with the character, they don't know how cutthroat T'Challa is. They'd be like, oh, especially if MCU, we're not necessarily pressed for one. We know that's what T'Challa did when he was a kid. But think about how that would have played out with Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa being a grown man, and he just, let me get that. Everybody will hold. You know what? Huh? You done had folks asking questions. He do that for real? Yeah. So he don't play, huh? Nope. You ain't got nobody asking you about T'Challa like, so T'Challa don't play? You got to convince them he'll do something like that. They ain't sitting up there. So he do that for real? Yeah, he about that life. You know how Bruce got a no-kill code? Yeah, he don't. You got to convince folks T'Challa is the most dangerous man alive. He take Claw's arm in the MCU. You ain't got to convince nobody nothing. You ain't got to convince nobody nothing. Eric shot Claw, and everybody like, ooh. Imagine Claw getting his arm ripped off by T'Challa. Okay, yeah, be looking at that dude a whole lot differently. Downey probably won't even have a real costume. Yeah, I doubt it. So yeah, keeping up with these notes. I need to see show up in the MCU. Got to find somebody want to put him in the MCU first. To this day, people saying Eric should just be the next Black Panther moving forward, and I know exactly why people feel that way. Yeah, and you know why they feel that way, but then again, you don't know why they feel that way. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Shout out to Tony. I don't want to say Tony Baker and Kev on stage. Shout out to them, immensely talented as comedians and everything like that. I get it, because that's what was portrayed in the movies. But now there are those of us that are old enough to, if we don't know better, we should know better. But We don't, even though we should. And we go out and we say silly stuff, trying to be funny. And you're not necessarily thinking or even caring, if you will, about who you're insulting, who you're pissing off and everything. When all you had to do, if you're a comedian, I would like to think you researched the material, the topic matter you're getting ready to make a joke about, write a joke about. And we know comedians write jokes and everything like that, right? They write their stuff out. I would like to think that you would be more knowledgeable before you crack a joke, but they're comedians. They have a huge following. So they go say something stupid. Well, ain't nobody gonna ask them if they know what they're talking about because they think they know. And so now you got a whole bunch of stupid stuff being said, and folks ain't gonna be humble enough to say, oh, I got that one wrong. No, they're gonna say, oh, you taking it too serious. Well, everybody takes something serious. Everybody takes something serious. And you can't be bothered, upset, mad at somebody because they're telling you what you said was incorrect, and it was. Just apologize and get it right the next time. Well, that's the problem. That's the stuff that we facing with T'Challa. But like I said, I got a question that I'm asking anybody that wants to be a troll going forward. It's a simple question, or actually it's a loaded question. It's not loaded to those that know. And so I won't be dealing with trolls going forward. You will get asked the question. You can't answer it. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. Hey, Theo, Grand Madam Tara, what's going on, Anansi? What's going on? We in here. We in here. White Wolf being introduced gonna bother some folks. It would. It would. Nate slipped up. It was someone knowing the comic couldn't make the movie. Marvel wanted them to make. Yeah, they definitely made not only T'Challa look weak, but Wakanda as a whole. Yeah, they're bad. They're bad. There was a running joke amongst the Rock With Me Nation in regards to Wakanda being flooded with water balloons. Name I guess because we can't use the Phoenix Force, right? Because that's the only way Namor flooded Wakanda. No, we gotta have a dude. Okay, see, first of all, we know Wakanda is inland. It's inland. It's first and foremost, it's inland. So how Namor pulled up to a beach on Wakanda, don't know. Because I didn't know there was any beaches in Wakanda. I know there's a well in Necropolis. I seen Namor get up out of that. I did. But I didn't know there was any beaches in Wakanda. And then for Wakanda to be the most technologically advanced nation on Earth, I'm not understand the technology behind the Jabari tribe standing on a barge with rope tied around their waist while the Doras descended off the side of the barge to fight Atlanteans with rope tied around their waist. That just didn't make no sense to me. that ain't make no sense to me. So when folks say Black Panther 2 is a damn good movie, I'll be like, so yeah, they made Wakanda look weak as hell. And I don't even know how we did that. I don't know how we did it. So why, hold on. So why do antis fight for a weakened Wakanda? Because I'm right. Well, Theo, what you mean? Well, they're not wrong if their version is the only version. Because they're not trying to learn. You try to talk to people. I try to talk to people. They're not trying to learn. They don't want to be wrong. They want to be right. So they're going to fight for what they believe in. Not know, believe. Not know. They're not fighting for what they know. They fight for what they believe because they're not trying to be wrong. That's why they go so hard. there's some fragility there. I know what I'm talking about, and I don't want to be wrong. So I ain't even finna research it. I gotta be right. I need this to be right. Because if I ain't right about this, I ain't got nothing else to hang my hat on. If I ain't right about this, I ain't got nothing to hang my hat on. So I gotta be right about this because I don't know how to be wrong. I ain't even pressed about being accurate. I just can't be wrong because I put a whole lot into this. I done trolled folks. I done went and told folks over here I'm all that in a bag of chips. I know what I'm talking about and everything. I'm fighting for this right. I'm fighting. You don't know what the hell you're fighting for. You don't know what the hell you're fighting for. Prime example, the person, Reality Comics. What is one of the things that Recast T'Challa fights for? Black love. Oh, wow. Does Recast T'Challa limit black love to heterosexual love? No, we don't. And why might that be? Oh, I don't know. Well, we got Ayo and Anika. That's true. But even if we go back to Don McGregor during the early days, Jungle Action, we got Horatio and Taku. Oh, well, hold on. What else has Recast T'Challa done? Oh, I don't know. Bought Marvel Voices, specifically because it has a story with Horatio and Taku in it. Yeah, nice story. It's some, what we want to call them, poachers in Wakanda, and they think they can make it do what it's going to do. Horatio and Taku pull up. Taku got choice words for the people. People talking slick talk, talking that talk, not understanding Horatio don't play that. Horatio don't get, you better not say nothing sideways to Taku. Now, mind you, because Taku was T'Challa's senior advisor back in the day, and you would think somebody from the LGBTQ plus would appreciate this type of knowledge right here. You think they would be open to discussions with Recast T'Challa because we know stuff like this. You feel what I'm saying? And we know it proudly. Some stuff other folks might not care about, at the very least want to talk about. We don't mind sharing. Well, yeah, they put hands on them. Put hands on them, beat them down. Oh, don't ever raise up in Wakanda no more. Oh, why would I know that story as a heterosexual male? Oh, Black Panther, Wakanda, Dora Milaje. I don't know. I don't know. Why would I give two damns about that story? Why would Mr. Smith, a God-fearing man, also a member of Recast T'Challa, why would Mr. Smith already have customized a Horatio Walters, aka Venom, action figure? Why would he do that? Why do I have the recipe to said customization of action figure? What for? Wait, why do I right now, because I'm not lying, why do I right now have an action figure that, as far as I'm concerned, is Taku? What for? Yeah, Sony PlayStation put out an action figure about a month ago. That's my version of Taku. So that makes me, I'm gonna get down to getting him together with Venom. But why would I have that? You would think before somebody that's a member of the LGBTQ plus wants to bump their gums and get slick with somebody from Recast T'Challa, i.e. E-Man, you might want to look at who you bumping your gums against. You might. You might want to get out your feelings, because that's all they are, feelings. You might want to get out your feelings and get into the real of it. You might, because Recast T'Challa is not your enemy. Recast T'Challa is trying to figure out why Ayo and Anika didn't get the shine they were supposed to get in Black Panther 2. Did you hear anybody else talk about that? Reality Comics? Were you concerned about that? Did you have an issue with the fact they didn't really show Ayo and Anika's relationship? I know I did. I know quite a few of us from Recast T'Challa did. Did you have a problem with the fact that it was Okoye in the armor and not Ayo in the Midnight Angels armor? Because I know who it should have been. It should have been Ayo and Anika. I know who called it out. I know who said something. Recast T'Challa. Specifically me. But did you catch that? Was you bothered about that? Because I was. Quite a few of us from Recast T'Challa that know their story, that actually care about their story, was bothered about their representation on screen. You? Right. So I said all that to say this. I studied your page. I hope you have a better understanding now of why T'Challa should be recast. I hope you realize that the stuff you were saying, you was just talking. I hope you understand with the knowledge that I've given you, I'm not just rambling. I like to think that I've been very, very articulate. And I'd like to think that upon further review, because ain't none of us perfect, upon further review, you realize you were wrong. Then after that, because I see we do have things in common, we do. I like us to focus on growing the knowledge of all things Black Panther related. That's what I would like to do. There's the things that myself, Kamoyo King, stores that we are looking at, and you know what I can say to you beyond a shadow of a doubt, that while we know a lot of stuff and while we want to tell a lot of stories and everything like that, we're not members of the LGBTQ+. And I can have the best intentions in the world when it comes to telling stories and everything like that, because watch this. Well, we know there are members of the LGBTQ+ part of the Dora Milaje, right? Right. And we know T'Challa has no problem with that, right? And we know that Horatio and Taku are in Wakanda, right? And we know they're gay, right? So we know that Nahanda created the Dora Milaje so she could run the streets, right? But we also know the Dora Milaje are also wives in training, right? And we also know there have been 3 female Black Panthers, right? So who's to say that no members of the Hatu Zaraze can't be gay? Who's to say? Right. Wakanda's big, right. And since we've had female Black Panthers, right, and we say the Doras are wives in training, right. Well, how come the Hatu can't be husbands in training? So Theo, what you saying? I said it. I said, as much as I would want to write stories that incorporate members of the LGBTQ+, despite my best intentions, I'm subject to get it wrong. Why? Because I'm not a member. So how about we do that? How about like I said, we that conversation on Twitter, let's stay at that. Let's stay at that. And let's work towards growing the community of the #1 Black superhero in the world. With him come everybody else. With him come everybody else. But if they're not gonna do T'Challa right, it's safe to say they're not gonna do Ayo right. You see where I just went with that one? If they're not gonna do him right, they're not gonna do Ayo right. Listen, we about to get on up out of here and everything. I don't want to overcook the grits. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all could have been anywhere else. Y'all decided to pull up. I appreciate that. What's going on? The official Marvel DC Multiverse. We're winning. I mean, you know, when somebody comes to the stage and give me an official statement, that's I'm still playing defense. I'm putting it like that. I ain't trying to let you score no points or whatever. I see the clock ticking. I hear what the fans saying and everything like that there. But I ain't convinced the game over with yet. I need that final whistle to blow. I need the referee to say game over with, and I need to be able to look at the scoreboard, and I need to see that we didn't win. I ain't seeing it yet. Still got time on the clock, and I'm gonna keep playing defense. Why is everyone trying to be out? I mean, I don't know. Kamoyo, he pissed me off. Emergency Awesome. The character of Junior is not. He know that. He know that. What's going on, Motion Bad? What's going on? He know that. He know that. He just going along with it. Make that money. Kamoyo King, I believe that's what they want. A week in Wakanda. They don't want Wakanda at its best. If they did, they would be talking different. They would be. Yeah, he going along with it. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something, and this is what it is. What they will do is this. If Kevin Feige came to the stand, you just, because you see how these folks move. They go along with whatever Marvel say. If Kevin Feige said if Kevin Feige said they was getting rid of Toussaint, they were going to do away with TJ, Emergency also would say the same thing. Yeah, that character never made any sense anyway. And Kevin Feige really never liked, and you can tell by the way that they were speeding up the timeline. That. But get your coins though. I ain't mad at that. Get your coins. He got to get his money. Hey man, what did Denzel Washington say? My man. my man. I ain't even mad at that. But yeah, Fisher Marvel DC, when he come to the stage, then I will put a smile across my face and I will be ecstatic. He ain't came to the stage. He ain't came to the stage. And as I said, before you pulled up and everything like that, just me keeping it a buck. We've given way more attention to that rumor that started on Tuesday. We have content providers, whatever. We've given that rumor, it's a rumor. We've given that rumor way more time and attention than we ever gave to Derek Bozeman's Urban Faith video interview from December 8th, 2020. And what I would like to say to those of us that are content providers, if you found yourself giving more energy to this interview, to this rumor, than you did to that Urban Faith interview, you need to make that right. You just integrity, journalistic integrity, whatever. If you're giving this rumor way more time and attention than you ever gave that interview from Urban Faith on December 8th, 2020, last 10 to 5 minutes, if you're giving this rumor way more time and attention than you ever gave that interview, you need to make it right, especially if you say you are Recast T'Challa. That's my expectation. You need to go make that right. You need to hype up Derek just like we hyping up this room. Not saying you haven't done it specifically. I don't want nobody to think that. I'm saying we all know what we've done. We all know what we haven't done. Well, if we're one of those that find ourselves, we didn't spend the last 5 days talking about that rumor, and you know you ain't spent 5 hours talking about Derek Bozeman's interview, you need to make that right. And I think that's a fair request. Back to covering the child, the official only when that actor is on stage. Yeah. So with that said, I'm out. Hopefully this video was received the way that I intended it to be received, with understanding, clarification, sharing the information. That's all that is, and everything like that. Free space. We ain't got to get along. You know, hey, it is what it is. But that said, I'm out. We're gonna come back 7 o'clock today. Sports show. Me and my brother D Real. Same channel. Make sure you got your notifications on. In the meantime, in between time, remember the late great Chadwick Boseman. What up, Kanazi and Kibu? Come on, yo. We are out. In memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Till next time, I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and soul. We out.